Hey, Patrick, this is David with Artisan Revere. Thank you for your order and for your support over the years. My team and I appreciate it. I recently started doing QC videos for all of our knife orders, and so I just wanted to do that for you as well. So let's just jump right into the QC protocol. So first thing I'm going to do is, this is your black small petty knife, by the way. I'm just slicing through some magazine paper all the way down to the edge. Perfect. Beautiful, beautiful. Okay, your knife is exceedingly sharp. As I'm slicing, I can hear the toothiness of the edge, which is exactly what I like. Let's jump into the. So what the toothiness does is it allows the knife to bite into things like tomato skins, especially when they're overripe. So let's do the rest of the inspection. So first thing I'm doing is making sure that these pins are nice and flush with the handle. They are. Next, I'm going to inspect the handle to make sure that the black Richlite, the white G10, and the Tang have no gaps. They don't. I'm checking the front of the handle area to make sure it's nice and soft, feeling the handle, making sure that that it feels the way I want it to in my hand, that it has the right champering and beveling, and it does. Next, I'm going to check in this area right here. This is called the choil. I want to make sure that this is nice and soft and rounded over, so when you're cutting, everything feels really comfortable in your hand. I'm going to do the exact same thing for the spine. That's the top of the blade. Make sure that's nice and soft. It is. Then I'm going to visually inspect the edge. Make sure it's nice and evenly ground. It is. I'm going to run it through my fingernail just as a second way of feeling the edge to make sure it's both really sharp and that it has that very nice toothy edge, which is the way I like it. Just a note, our small petty knives have a slight up sweep at the tip of the knife. That's intentional. So if you're preparing an avocado, for instance, in hand, as you're sort of slicing through the avocado, you're not going to slice through the skin. I love this knife. I think you're going to find this to be incredibly versatile. So a couple quick pointers. Let's pretend that this is a magnet. If you store your knives on a magnet, great. That's the preferred method. Of course, the leather sheath. Those are actually the two preferred methods, I should say. The leather sheath and the magnet. So what you're going to do is you're going to put the knife spine first onto the magnet, rotate it onto the magnet. To remove, you're going to take the edge off and take it off that way. Okay, you never want the cutting edge of the knife to touch up against the magnet. So that's number one. Number two, our leather sheaths have a top and a bottom. Please, when you're storing your sheath, make sure you match up the AR on the knife and the AR on the sheath. That's for two reasons. Number one, it creates friction. And number two, the bottom of the leather sheath has a welt, okay, an extra piece of leather that goes between the outer pieces of leather. And what that's going to do is prevent you from slicing through. You can put this in inside out, but it has no friction whatsoever, okay? So that's the reason you put it in that way. In your package, you're going to get a little booklet. In this booklet is a bunch of information, including a referral program that we recently started. That's on page 3 or 4. And then there's an 8-step, very, very simple care guide that's going to ensure that these knives stay in perfect condition for generations. So if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to reach out. You have my cell. Thank you so much again. Appreciate it.